My name is Zdenek Dvorak, and right now we are in Bodø in northern Norway, in county or region called Nordland, and I work at the Nordland County Council at the international office with international cooperation. And I could maybe also add that we are above Arctic Circle, so even though it's May, it's still cold and a lot of snow around. About Nordland as a region, I could maybe just mention that the size is 40,000 square kilometers and we are only 240,000 inhabitants. We have few bigger towns and many small municipalities which have only 500 or maybe 1,000 people, so it's quite many small communities, and many of those communities are struggling with that the population is getting older, that many young people are moving out, and it happens especially when they are going to get higher education, so that's a really big problem. On the other side, the economy goes really well and we need a workforce, and that's also, for example, the reason why we had this project on how to work with the people who already are here and how can we motivate to stay longer, do better jobs, how they can participate in the society and become a part of the Nordland, let's say.
A key ingredient for a welcoming community, I believe, is that you have a system in place. You have talked it through. There's an awareness in the community on all levels, from the authorities, local authorities, to within the population. And you also need to support people, fire souls as we call it in Norwegian, who really wants to make a difference. The volunteer sector, you need to use the resources that are already there and see if there is a need to establish new projects or new systems, because throughout history we receive different kinds of people with different kinds of needs perhaps, but also with different kinds of resources that we can use. So I think you need to have a positive perspective on being a community that welcomes people and see it in the perspective of the resources that they bring with them, but not to take away the real issues and concerns that some people also might have, but be serious about that as well and talk about it, and perhaps through knowledge that you can take away some of the fear and establish a good communication based on facts.
I think to succeed, I think it's very important that the society want them to come because we need them. Not only to help, to be kind, but because we need them. And if we need them, it's much easier to have them included than if we don't need them.
I make sure that you have an organization who take care of people, so they are not left alone when they're coming. If you see them and take care of them, and they have the basal use, they need a house. In the first time they probably want to rent a house. But if you can get them to buy their own house after a while, I think you will get them to settle down.
I think that there are at least two ingredients. The first one is that the people or the community must be open and must actually want to get some new members from different reasons. And the second one is that these people in this community should feel safe with the situation they already are in, so that they wouldn't be afraid of, getting new people in their community. So to be open and to feel safe are the main ingredients in my point of view. My advice would be, if you decide to do so, you should be patient, because those are the things which are about human relationship and might take a while, so don't expect big results in a year or two. It's more long term. But in many ways I think it can really enrich the society and the working life, so I think that it's a good way to go, and we have also many good examples on this in Nordland.